Hey, how's everyone doing? I don't know why I'm on. I guess as I'm rambling, I'll figure out why, I'm on. What's been on my mind lately? Okay, what's been on my mind is that I am in a place in life to where I am so much at peace because there was so much that I was holding on, unnecessary things holding on to, but I felt comfortable holding on to them. And one of the things were regrets. We all have regrets. We're always saying, I should have done this or I should have done that, or maybe I shouldn't have done this because if I didn't do this, then this wouldn't have happened. And then we go on for like years like that, right? Maybe I shouldn't have married him. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have had, a relationship with this person. Then I would have been a little further than I am right now. Blah, 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 da, 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 da. We go on and on and on. But guess what? What happened is exactly how, when God wanted that to happen. Disappointments happen all the time. Broken hearts happen all the time. Discouragements, it's just a part of life's process. And that's one thing that we have to understand. It's just part of the process. God is in control of all things, The word says he knew us before we were even born, right? So he's the one who created our story. So if God is the one that created our story. So why would we say I made a mistake or I should have, but I didn't? It's all part of your process. He allowed it to happen, believe it or not. And one of the barriers that I learned from that just simple thought itself is that stop having any unforgiveness in my heart about what certain individuals, actually did to me. Like if I'm saying and I'm believing that everything happened just the way that God wanted to be, even that person in our lives that we felt that shouldn't have been in our life was where he or she was supposed to be. Whatever relationship, it could be work related, it could be personal, friendship wise, whatever. God allowed that person to be in our lives. What I had to understand is that instead of me disliking the interactions that caused a lot of bitterness and hatred, I'm learning from what I have grown from. Like that person versus who I am now. What did I learn in that process? What did I learn in that relationship? What did I learn in that friendship? And trust me, there are some things that you can learn from it. Like you can learn not to allow certain people to talk to you a certain kind of way, or allow certain things not to happen that you don't really agree with, or just being a little bit more vocal, moving forward, or just being honest with who you are, or allowing them to be honest with who they are. Because a lot of times when we get into relationships, we be like 3, 4, 5 years down the line, oh my God, this is like not happening. I need you to change. What do you mean you need this person to change? Did you meet this person like that? Did you expect for that person to change because now that you guys are in a relationship? Now that's, for me, that's the biggest thing, if that's how you met that person and that person's not willing to change, you just have to make some decision on what you need to do, because it is what it is. That was part of their journey and it's part of my journey. And then we met up together, you gotta learn from that, right? You can't change anybody. They are who they are. So you learn from the relationship that you've had with them. Because some relationships are permanent and some are temporal, but we tend to put the permanent part on the temporal. And then we want to put temporal on the permanent. Because for us at that time, that's not what we want. That's not what we're looking for. But what is God saying that you need? Because God knows you better than you even know yourself. So what I've learned and what I'm learning, and it's still, the word, like I always said, is be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind, because you're constantly learning. I'm learning not to keep up barriers of of regrets and barriers of hatred and barriers of bitterness, because it hinders me from being who I am, and it hinders me from growing. So that's the word that I'm leaving for today, this week, this moment. I don't know if I'm going to come back on, but, you know, bring down those barriers so you can see clearly as to who you are and where you're going. Because every little thing that happens in your life is sort of like a puzzle. Eventually, the puzzle will fit all together and you'll see the true picture. So as you're going through it, you won't be able to see what's ahead of you. Because you could be walking like in a maze or whatever, and there's high trees or bushes or whatever. You can't see beyond that. God is the one that can see above all things. So trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding, and understand that in all ways he shall and will direct your path. God bless you. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.